Hey guys, it's Twisty.
Be fresh.
We just got back from seeing the new Adam Sandler movie. That's My Boy, starring Adam Sandler, of course, and Andy Sandberg.
Andy Sandberg.
And the whole premise of the movie is about a guy who, in the 80s, sleeps with his teacher and begets a son. And his son is completely ashamed of the dad altogether.
Which I would be too.
Yeah, I would be too. But his dad was regarded as a hero because he
was in 7th grade and he slept with his teacher.
Right. And even though he slept with his teacher, they were supposedly in love. So it's funny, a little twisted, and
very twisted. Can you say Mary Kay Letourneau?
Yeah. So it's almost like, well, what happened if that story had been, almost modernized? And I think that's kind of how they did it. This video this morning may have contained like a few curse words. I don't want to offend anybody, but I just want to let you know ahead of time.
Yeah,
but if you go to the movie, you'll see tons of like cuss words.
1005.
This movie actually was surprising me. It actually was funnier than I thought it was. Not saying Adam Sandler is funny. I think Adam Sandler himself is a funny person. Mm-hmm. I do not think all the time his movies are funny.
No.
So I think that's where I sometimes differ. So if you're a hardcore Adam Sandler fan, you just think you cannot fail, but go see this movie. If you are not sure, I would say possibly give this one a chance because it was much better than I thought. Alright, what we liked about the movie specifically was the fact that the comedy was great. It was very interesting. I was amused. I laughed out loud a couple times. There was a few gross things in the movie. It's comedy. It's got to be a little gross. Got to be a little nasty. Got a little gritty, a little in your face. Someone's got to.
It has to be that much in your face.
Right, and a little random. I always think that some of the best comedies are the ones that catch you off guard. You're expecting this, and then the camel farts, and you're like, "What? I don't expect that to fart." So I think that those are some of the greatest things about this movie was some of the comedy, and it was a little bit unexpected, and it was actually refreshing. Some of the things, such as like, I think the grandmother was funnier than I thought she would. Well, she was not a grandmother. She was the
they called her grandma, but she was the mother. Boss's
mother. The boss's mother. And so, she had a lot of little funny old people lines. That was just great. Like, if he's sick, he shouldn't masturbate so much. You just can't say that and not laugh. You just can't. As far as things that we did not like about the movie, right off the get-go, one thing that I guess I didn't like about the movie was somehow how accepted it was for him to knock up a teacher.
Yeah.
How people rallied behind him. I guess I don't really know. I didn't keep up with the actual story, as far as the teacher-student thing that happened where they had a baby here recently. What case is it?
What, the Mary Kay Letourneau? That was like 12 years ago.
Right, but I'm just saying I never actually kept up with it. I don't know how many people actually sided with them or sided against them.
I honestly don't know how many people sided with them because he felt like they were in love. He was like 14. So she was in her 30s. It's clearly a case of statutory rape. But they did have a baby. He was going to stay with her.
They got married eventually, didn't they?
I think so. And I mean, it's one of those stories that eventually died off because when you first hear about it, you're like, oh my God, oh, but it's.
Then you find out that they're in love and you somewhat excuse it. I guess that's kind of how I was more or less. I was surprised there was not an outpour outrage. It was more like people saying, "Yeah, awesome, yeah, knocking up the teacher."
But I mean, it's an Adam Sandler comedy, so
right. It's supposed to be the funny part of the fact that Edward Gruden is on. And it's like, I guess it's almost like I necessarily didn't want like a great divide. But I guess I kind of want a little bit of reality, and that was a little strange.
I guess the thing that I liked about it was they actually did send the teacher to jail in the movie, whereas I don't think Letourneau did any jail time, but I'm not for sure.
She got fired, though, I think.
I don't think she did any jail time. But.
But yeah, she actually gets sent to jail. You know, this is what should have happened. I don't care how many times people are rooting for him. This is what should have legally happened. So I guess in that sense, I was a little happy with the movie actually sending her to jail. But in the same instance, I don't know.
But she was locked up when she went to jail,
which is weird, and I don't know. So I think to me the only really issues I had with this movie was sometimes they accepted things that really should have been accepted. When Adam Sandler gets introduced, once again, it's his father, because Andy, which is the son, is pretending that his parents are dead.
Yeah,
and even changes his name.
Yeah, he changed his name. He blew up his parents. He created this whole fake lifestyle so that he could feel normal. He has a security blanket. It's my bachelor party. Bachelor party. I love you, son.
It just got too real. No, Donnie. Donnie.
He call me dad.
Donnie. It makes me feel pretty to rub my own undies. They're clean.
Like, oh my God, are you playing with your underwear again?
You make me feel safe. And so, you know,
really gross.
When it actually gets, you know, brought up that this is his actual dad, and, you know, they're meeting him, and he's thinking, oh my gosh, that's an embarrassment. Everyone's like, yeah, you're awesome. You're totally wicked cool. And, you know, he tries to join in there. It's like, why did you do that?
Yeah, his whole character was just the most awkward, inappropriate human being
ever
that ever lived.
And so I guess that was kind of one of the issues that I thought about with the movie was like, some of the stuff I'll go with, some of the stuff I just think I can follow.
Yeah.
So, I did like Vanilla Ice in it. You know, that was kind of funny. And he played himself, which makes it even funnier. I don't know, some about a celebrity playing themselves and acknowledging their own faults, and it's just funny. He
played himself who deep fries chicken nuggets.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny.
That was his job.
So I don't know. Overall, I'd say it was actually rather funny. There was some little laugh out loud scenes, like as I said before. You know, the brother that's supposed to be military is a little strange. But
more than strange, he's creepy.
Yeah, and then there's a whole other side of creepy that happens close to the movie, but I'll let y'all find out because they're like, oh. Yeah. But you know, so I'll let y'all find that out when it deals with the brother. So that much. And
also, we'll let you find out about the strips thing too. There are some there's one main stripper in this movie.
Yeah. And
some of you may like it, some of you may throw up.
Yeah, it's funny and disgusting, all rolled into one big black lady.
What's wrong, sugar? Tell mama what's going on.
So I don't know. Check that out. It's worth. I definitely say it's actually worth seeing. We've been doing pretty good as far as movies. I haven't really had any. Dark Shadows will see at your own risk. But I haven't really had any like horrible like movie experiences in a while. So maybe I'm just having some great movie choices, or maybe movies are just getting better. Or maybe I'm just avoiding the bad ones. So
I say we're avoiding the bad ones.
So I would say definitely check this movie out. I would probably say somewhere in the 3s for this one.
3.5.
It's comedy. It did make me laugh. The plot was okay. You know, I don't think an Adam Sandler movie will ever be like a 5 unless there was probably someone else in it. And I think that would probably make the difference for me.
I honestly say this movie dropped because of the grossness.
Yeah. And then, you know, I mean, it's funny. It's funny. If you're just going to go see something make you laugh, this go do it. Yeah. This will make you laugh. But if you're, because it's not just tons of fart jokes, and it's not just tons of sex jokes, you know. And that's what I think comedy is now based upon. And so I appreciate that there were some things in it that just weren't that. You know, so, but don't get it twisted. There are tons of those. But Adam Sandler's character, borderline's annoying, borderline's funny. So keep in mind on that too. So definitely check it out. See it. It's twisty.
Dannie Fresh.
Check you later.
Word to your mother, brother fucker.